Gibbon, Gary, well, one wonders which is the more improbable, David Trimble and Bono or David Trimble and John Hume?
Well, there's been a lot of that talk here, but this is about a very serious project for the Yes campaign. They want to obviously try and talk to the youth vote, that's important. They want to project an image of harmony, David and John as they're now calling each other, even though they haven't felt able to share a public platform in their previous sort of combined 60 years of public life. But it's also about something else, the very potent image, they hope, of youth crying out for a yes vote. They hope that some of those pictures will go away by the end of this concert tonight. It's also it sheds some light on the whole process of this referendum, its whole history, how this concert came about. Bono, the pop star, rang John Hume, suggested it. John Hume, under normal circumstances, would have suggested a rally for the SDLP, but he didn't because he sees David Trimble's campaign is in such trouble, he wanted to throw him a lifeline. So this is about trying to turn that round, and this is what some of the guests of honour had to say on the way in.
We're also here to try to convince some of the people who have, real concerns, genuine concerns about the peace agreement still to vote yes, because to vote no is to play into the hands of the extremists that have had their day.
It's also going to be indicating to everybody the sort of optimistic, forward-looking approach that we hope that people here in Northern Ireland will take and will respond to. I mean, this is just good fun and a good idea and a good evening. And this is the sort of message we want to give to people, that this sort of thing is the future.
The No campaign have been trying to have some fun at the expense of this escapade behind me. They've said they heard that David Trimble was bringing in movers and shakers, but they didn't realise how far he'd go. They're also saying he's exploiting the youth. Well, I spoke to some of the 2,000 or so sixth formers who've turned up for this concert and asked them whether they felt exploited. This is what they had to say.
I think it's going to be a really good night, and some people who maybe haven't decided what way to vote will be persuaded to vote yes.
I'm going to vote yes, because I think it's really the future of the country. If we vote no, we're just going to be stuck where we've been for the last 25 years.
Well, it's a bit of a soft soap, isn't it? It's a bit on the move. Yeah, tally under 18s who haven't forgotten about them, this sort of way.
Does that bother you?
No, it doesn't bother me, because I get to see you two and Ash for free.
It's an extraordinary stark contrast with Mr. Paisley sitting in his lair bellowing no.
It's an extraordinary contrast with the beginning of this campaign. David Trimble's been more or less for a large part of it stuck in his bunker doing press conferences. He's not a natural glad-hander, and they're trying to turn this campaign round, trying to give it a big message, a big vision. Tony Blair's coming out again to try and do that again, but they're leaving it very late.
Well, let's just see how it's cooking inside the conference centre there. It's warming up. I don't know who we've got on stage first, but the yes is a rather shallow colour at the back, but it's ash, and the lights are just warming up on them as we speak. We'll go back to that in a few moments later in the programme. And later in the programme in another of our postcards, and U2 and the group Ash are both